Honestly, Studio recently came out with some new AI instruments. Let's check them out. Okay, here we are in Studio, and here are AI instruments. In the bottom lower part, there's vocal synth, AI instruments, music enhancer, add layer, and more tools. But now we're going to look at AI instruments. So these are kind of like virtual instruments that you open in your DAW. You select your instruments and you can play it in a MIDI controller. But in this case, it doesn't work the same way, but you can still play it in the keys. So let's see what's new. So in the string sections, you have violins, violin 1, violin 2, and as you can see, the number there is 12, 10, so I assume those are the players, and then 8 violas, 6 celli, and 4 basses. And they say that they use the Budapest Orchestra, so we'll talk about that later. So these are the string sections. There are some solo strings, viola, cello, cello, cello. They added 3 cellos, solo cellos, and a violin. They added 3 brass sections, so trombone and another trombone and French horn. And they added 5 woodwinds, a clarinet, tenor saxophone, and 3 dizzies. Okay, so let's go from the sections. Let's start with the strings. So there are actually multiple ways that you can put MIDI into Studio. First, you can play it, which is what I'm going to show you now. So let's start with violins. So I'm dragging it in, and you can either double click it and put in the notes here with this, and of course it first sounds not very good, but it will do the AI render. And as far as articulations, there are 4 here: tremolo, pizzicato, legato, and smart. And the way to change it actually is to highlight all the notes and just select it right there, and it will write it on the note itself. So let's X this out. And let's play something. So I'm going to play a line, and I'm going to free it. No metronome or anything. I'm just going to... Okay, so I added a couple of short notes there that I want to highlight because I want them to be staccato. So I'm going to open this edit area, and I'm going to highlight these. Of course, I have to go from note brush to note move, and you can go between that with V and B, and then I can highlight these as you just saw. Go to articulation, go to pizzicato, and I want these lost to, let's make it tremolo. What else is there? And then there's legato, so I want to make these legato. But the smart would pretty much work. Okay, so now I'm going to X this out, and see, playback is about to start. 0 out of 1 pieces rendered. So it's rendering the AI. AI rendering, okay. It will start, okay. Oh, too early. So that's the thing about these, is you actually have to wait for it to render, because it's not sample based. They basically are using a violin section sound, and they're using how they played it. Okay, so let's play this. Okay, so that was violins 1. So let's add violins 2. Okay, so one function that I would love is actually to be easily able to put them up an octave, down an octave. So if there was a tool added somewhere here where I can basically write unison lines and then arrange it in the proper range of the instrument. So like this, I'd love it down an octave. You know, to strengthen, especially in cellos, basses, or violas, maybe down an octave. And it will be great. So now I think you have to Command A it and kind of move it down. Also, as you see, the range here is shown with kind of like a lighter color, and the dark color is out of range. Seems so. So you should stay in the perimeter of the light colored area. Hopefully that was well said. Okay, so let's mute these two. Okay, whatever. Improvised. Okay, so the same thing. I am wanting this section here to be pizzicato. This also pizzicato. Then I want these to be tremolo and the beginning section legato. Legato. Wonderful. So now it's gonna do its thing. Okay, so let's play the violas. Okay, so these were the violas. Let's play the cello section. Same thing. I'm gonna play it on the MIDI controller. Okay, that's a bit longer piece, but let's open this up. Let's shrunk it a little bit. I want to highlight this area to be plucked. Pizzicato. This area could be tremolo. And then this beginning section, legato. I'd love to actually transpose this an octave down and play it on the bass. Okay, so now that we defined what articulation we want, let's let AI do its thing. I like it. Okay. There are a couple of things that I'm going to mention later today in this video, but let's continue exploring this. So that was the cello. Now let's bring in the basses. I just copied and pasted the cello to the basses, so actually let's see what it sounds like with the bass. Let's see if it sounds better in the bass instrument. Let's see what the same line, MIDI line, sounds in the basses compared to the cello. Okay, I wish I could just put this down an octave, so let's play something down an octave. Okay, let's double click on this and then let's highlight the sections that I want pizzicato. 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 I want this tremolo. I want all of this legato. And I want the beginning legato as well. Okay, let's see. Okay, not bad. This was a bit too low for a tremolo, so I'm gonna put it to pizzicato. But other than that, I was happy with it. Okay, let's move on to, let's grab our new solo viola. Right over here. Okay, let's double click it and let's add some pizzicatos. Okay, these are going to be pizzicatos. And let's let this be rendered. Honestly, I prefer the solo instruments so far than the sectional. Let me do this. This is one of my songs I wrote like 10 years ago on the fretless guitar. So let me record that because I actually love how this viola sounds. And this is done with this cool scale. Honestly, Ace Studio, the solo instruments are my favorite. Okay, let's do another solo instrument. So this was this viola. Now let's check out these cellos. So far, I love the solo instruments. I do have to tell you though, some ranges here, I still hear that kind of 7 to 10K kind of interesting buzzing that I talked about in a previous video, but I love the articulation. I love the way it plays. Honestly, it's kind of crazy. Okay, let's go and check out, which one was that? HR sound, was it? HR sound, okay, so we have this. This cello is called Dylan. So let's actually bring this down to Dylan. Let's have Dylan play this. Very nice. Okay, let's bring in Robert and let's see what kind of articulations Robert has. Smart, legato, glissando, pizzicato, tremolo. Smart is basically based on what was performed, it figures out the best articulation for it. So it will do pizzicato for pizzicato parts and legato for legato parts. But if you want to be very specific, just highlight the notes, click on one of the articulation, highlight other notes, click on the articulation. Now let's hear what Robert sounds. Love it. I love how it does it. It's so interesting how these articulations works in this. Really interesting. Okay, so let's go and check out this Violin. Tarmer is the name of the model. Okay, now let's try Violin Tarmer's AI instrument model here. I'm gonna try to play a wide range of notes here to see what it sounds like. So that's my first look at Ace Studio's new string instruments, both the sectional strings and the solo instruments. I wanted to test out how realistic they feel, how usable they are inside an actual production workflow, and whether they can help composers, producers, and songwriters build more convincing arrangements without needing a full string session right away. And honestly, Tools like this are getting really interesting. I don't see AI instruments as a replacement for real musicians, but I do think they can be powerful creative tool for sketching ideas, building demos, adding layers, and getting closer to the sound you hear in your head. If you want to try A Studio for yourself, check out the link in the description. I also have a discount code there to help you get started. And I want to hear from you. What do you think about AI instruments? Are they useful tools for musicians, or do you think they're going too far? Let me know in the comments below. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe for more music production, AI music tools, and creative workflow videos, and I'll see you in the next one.